I love that honorary scroll thing. It looks just like the thing that the mayor of Munchkin City presents to Dorothy. It's so awesome. As mayor of Munchkin City. When I first came to Hollywood to do a movie, it was an amazing, thrilling time in my life. I did all the great touristy things. I came to the Walk of Fame, but for some reason, this city has always felt home to me and been incredibly welcoming. Just to tell you a story to illustrate, I on my first film, No Small Affair, which I did with Demi Moore, Ashton's wife, when he was 7.
I was 8.
Oh, he was 8. Sorry. I've now told that joke like 30 times every time he gets up at me. At any rate, I accidentally left my wallet in my costume pants at the end of a shoot day. And I frantically called the costume department. They said, actually, we sent all the costumes out to be cleaned at a laundry. So if you run to the laundry now, you can probably get your wallet. So I drove frantically down. It was a place on Santa Monica Boulevard. And it was a Friday night. And I banged on the door, and they opened it up for me. And I said, excuse me, I left my pants in the load of laundry that came from Columbia Pictures. And can you find it for me? And they said, no, that shipment hasn't come in. You just have to wait. I said, okay, I'll wait. But it was incredibly, unbearably hot in the dry cleaning place. So I walked out onto the street, and leaned on a lamppost on Santa Monica Boulevard on a Friday night. And what was wonderful was just the outpouring of affection. There's people honking, and some very nice gentlemen offered me money and a place to live. People were asking me if I was from out of town. But Hollywood's been wonderful to me like that for many, many years. I grew up in the 70s and was weaned on just thousands of hours of the best comedy television that's ever been produced, 60s and 70s television, which was Mary Tyler Moore and MASH and the Dick Van Dyke Show and the Carol Burnett Show. And what I loved about Hollywood was you could come here and you'd run into those people on the street, just like right now. I ran into Vincent Price walking down Sunset Boulevard, and he was lovely. I adored all the cast of the Carol Burnett Show, Carol Burnett, Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Vicki Lawrence, even Lyle Waggoner. You can run into Lyle Waggoner here. It's awesome. And I just had a wonderful little Hollywood moment. Actually, things have been a little crazy the last few months on our show and in my life, and we got just a single flower delivered to our house the other day, and it caused a minor security stir. We were like, oh my God, what is it? Is it a threat? Because we'd had people staking out the house and all that stuff, and we tentatively opened the envelope, and it was a note from Carol Burnett saying, congratulations on your star. To be here, to be among the people I revered as a kid, to be a part of this industry that I loved growing up, that I watched so much that it drove my mother to distraction. It is an incredible honor, and it means so much to me. I have so many people to thank. Just settle in, people. It's going to be a while. If you have something to sit on, use it. I got to thank Robert Altman, who gave me my very first role in a film. I got to thank Neil Simon and Gene Saks for firing me for my very first show. I got to thank I got to thank John Hughes and Howie Deutsch for Pretty in Pink and Molly Ringwald. I got to thank every agent who's ever handled me. David Lewis was the very first. My manager Marty Tudor, who was a lighting designer till he decided to I'm going to be a manager. You're going to be my first client. And we were both young and silly, and God love us, we worked together for 20 years. I want to thank my current management, Connie and Vera, and all of my agents at UTA. who are amazing. But I think the most satisfying experience that I've ever had as a performer has been playing the character of Alan Harper on 2.5 Men. It has been 9 years of just joy, with some moments of sadness. But the incredible cast of that show has been amazing. The writers have given me so many gifts over the years. The crew, we have the best crew of any show on working in Los Angeles now. They're amazing. We work at Warner Brothers Studio. It's an honor for me to just pass through those gates in the morning. I'm so grateful to Peter Roth and Bruce Rosenblum, but I do have to say a real word of thanks to my co-star of 8 years, Charlie Sheen, who gave me so much as a performer, and who I enjoyed working with so much. But perhaps more importantly, I feel the need to thank Chuck Lorre and Lee Aronson, who, when they saw somebody who was clearly in distress, took every possible means to try and help their friend, and who, you know, when it came time to make the ultimate decision, which was someplace that nobody wanted to go, did something that, in my belief, saved my friend Charlie.